whenever I share my positive attitude towards autism and autistic people, someone always pops up to talk about how, well, I must have it easy with my children to have such a positive attitude about autism, and I must not have experienced like real autism and had experience with real people who have really hard challenges. And yeah, okay, whatever. So let me tell you a little bit about what I have experienced recently. And, despite what I experienced, I still have a positive attitude about my autistic children. I still love them. I still care for them. I still advocate for them. I still expect people to respect their basic human dignity. I don't care how challenging life with them is. So the other day, I went to the bathroom while I was home alone with the children. That was my first mistake. Do not go to the bathroom when you're home alone by yourself with the kiddies. Don't do that. Don't do that. So I wasn't in there all that long, but when I came out, I, did my check of the house, make sure everybody's okay, and found an open window in the living room. And of course I started to panic. Oh no, what the heck? There's a wide open window. Somebody must have jumped through this window and gone traipsing through the neighborhood. So I rush outside to check. The sidewalk, up and down both ways, it's completely clear. Oh no. So in my head, I'm envisioning someone is wandering through the neighborhood, enjoying themselves. And I'm thinking, oh man, I'm going to have to call 911 to help me find this kid. And the officers are going to have to show up, and we're going to have a conversation again about, wow, he hasn't done this in a long time. After, the last couple of weeks, I've been meeting with their bosses and talking to the, police chief and the county sheriff about how awesome their officers are when they come to our house to help us find our kiddo who likes to go on unsupervised adventures through the neighborhood. So I'm panicking, and so I run back in the house because, the first question they're going to ask when they get here is, did you check the house? So I'm going back in, I'm searching the house. Kids, have you seen? And there is kiddo sitting, chilling in front of his computer like, what's up, Mom? That story was more about me and how I panicked based on past experience. Kids were fine. They were being responsible and enjoying themselves and being appropriate and doing what they were supposed to do. The story is this, I guess this morning, I was exhausted trying to sleep. Another kiddo was on the anxiety roller coaster and just climbing on up there and having a conversation with me, expecting me to talk kiddo down off the anxiety roller coaster. I have no idea what I said to this child because I was half asleep. And I'm not exactly sure what kiddo was riding the anxiety roller coaster about because I was half asleep. But we had a conversation. Kiddo calmed down. We had a conversation while I was half asleep. Kiddo calmed down enough to get out of the house. That's a common occurrence. I can parent in my sleep, apparently. Because kiddo made it out of the house okay. Despite whatever challenges I may face with my children, day in and day out, as we grow together and learn together, I still love my kids. The challenge, overcoming those challenges, it's worth it. My kids are worth the hard work that I have to put in to make sure that they reach their potential. They're worth the hard work. They're worth the sleepless nights. They are worth whatever tears may come. They are worth going to the school board meetings. They are worth talking to the police chief. They are worth talking to the county sheriff. They are worth talking to the state senators and the state assembly people and the legislators and the heads of state departments. They are worth all of that to me. And I don't care how challenging it gets. You know, there are going to be days where I'm like, oh, man, I am not up for this. But you know what? There's a next day. And a next day. And the next day. And some days I'm going to need a shoulder to cry on. All right, I'll go get me a shoulder to cry on. And then I'll dry my tears. And I'll get going because my children are worth it. Some days I need a friend to talk to who's been there and done that, or who might be in the same boat. And we're like, yeah, this sucks. All right, but we got to do it because we love our children and they are worth the challenge and the hard work. Let's get it done. People are people. How you approach them is going to impact the relationships you form with them. If you're going with the attitude that, man, this category of people, they have it so bad and it's so awful and it's just so sad and it's so wretched and it's just, well, you know what? You're not going to have very good relationships with them. However, if you choose to go into it with an attitude of, let's see what we can get right, let's make something good, let's make something awesome, well, you know what? You just might find some people who are kindred spirits that you form great relationships with. I mean, it's not rocket science. Your attitude shapes your experiences and shapes how other people respond to you. So yeah, I will keep my positive attitude. Thank you very much. And I will continue to fight for my children because they are worth it. And no, I don't have it easy all the time. And please stop saying that to people because it's not a nice thing to say. And it makes light of what people go through every day. And frankly, unless you're living in their house, you haven't got a clue. So knock it off.